Welcome to the Fiorina Beauty Podcast, hosted by Patti Saponaro. Be prepared to hear stories of triumph, challenge, and overcoming. Along the way, you'll learn a few things too. But most importantly, you'll learn one thing. Say Bella, which means you are beautiful. Welcome to the Fiorina Beauty Podcast.
Hi, I'm Patti Saponaro, founder of Fiorina Beauty, along with my daughter Brianna, who's also a founder. And we are here today with a special friend and guest. Jo has come back. This is her 30-day mark of being on Fiorina Beauty Balance and Boost. So with our 30-day show, I am so excited because I don't know. I'm going to find out with you. I don't know. So tell me, welcome, Jo.
Thank you for having me back. And I've just, wanted to say thank you so much for selecting me to, try your product. And it's been just a joy to see the benefits of it. And I noticed right away, I think I might have mentioned this to you, just had a lot of increase in my energy and definitely the stress. The ashwagandha and the stuff that you have in there that are super helpful for stress and just, big change.
Well, oh my gosh, that's exciting because you own a yoga studio.
I do, yeah.
And you carry the product there.
I do, yes.
So you are under a lot of stress.
Well, we just have a very busy studio, so we have people coming in and out constantly, and there's just so much to be done. And in fact, I just rushed to get here because I was at the studio trying to take care of a few last minute things that I needed to catch up on because I was out last week. But yeah, it's been wonderful. I really appreciate it.
Wow. And I know that that's a lot as an owner. And like you said, a successful yoga studio in Lakeside, Flower Mound, Urban Vibe, right? Yeah, so that's just a lot on your plate. And so you're noticing that it's just helping with all that. How is it kind of helping with the juggling of the stress and?
Well, I mean, things come at me, and instead of just immediately getting heated and oh, why didn't we take care of this or why didn't we take care of that? I just find like I'm just a lot calmer, and just less reactive, I guess. When stuff starts to come at me. And I think, everybody just day-to-day stress, and it just kind of piles up on you. And handling stress, I think, is like one of the keys to your overall health and wellness, honestly.
Right. Yeah. Wow, that's cool. I need to pay attention myself.
I think because that's like my day-to-day life. It's just stuff comes at me.
Are you kidding me?
We have this going on, we have that going on. We're out of this, we're out of that. And it just calmed me down. Yeah.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Now, talk to me a little bit, because are you still teaching as well?
Yeah, I do. I teach probably about 4 or 5 classes a week. Sometimes more. Obviously, we just got over spring break, and I had a lot of teachers out for spring break. So I'm the go-to person, obviously, and so just teaching a lot, and that can be stressful too.
Absolutely, and exhausting.
Well, you have to be on,
right?
You know what I mean? It's like you've got to be prepared. You're on, and you're giving everything you've got, and your mind is just got to be very sharp. And I just felt really strong when I was teaching, and
wow,
less,
so you noticed
less stressed and more calm and more kind of grounded, I guess. Yeah,
that's exciting.
Yeah,
that's exciting. Now, so the energy part, because that's not easy to teach classes, and you own the studio, and you're running the show. Everybody's coming to you. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, I think the big thing for me is like right around 2:00, I would just kind of like hit my little wall, and I'd either have to like make some tea or just kind of take a pause, just kind of chill out. And I didn't feel like I needed to do that.
Wow.
I just felt like I think because stress does rob you from energy. And so I think because I was less stressed, I probably didn't have that kind of crash, when you have the adrenaline going through your system, and then all of a sudden, okay, that I've taken care of everything, and then you just kind of crash, and then you just feel like you need a nap.
Right.
And I never felt that way.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome
That is.
to not feel like, oh, I need to take like a break here and, sit down or lay down or,
Right.
take a pause. I could kind of, keep going.
Wow. So you're getting more done then
Getting more done. Yeah, absolutely.
because you're not feeling that.
Not feeling like I got to take a break at, in the middle of the afternoon. Or if I didn't take a break in the middle of the afternoon, I would oftentimes, like right around 7 or 8 o'clock, I'd be like, I got to go to bed.
Yeah.
I just need to decompress and just kind of let go of the day.
Right.
And so I didn't feel that at all. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's part of the blood sugar balance, right?
Yeah,
When we can
yeah.
cellularly balance our blood sugars, but it's all interconnected. The three products are, like you mentioned, the mood and the stressor blend and the hormone balance and the blood sugar balance. When we can do all of that together, because that's how the body works.
Right.
We do see that. And so that's kind of part of that benefit, right, of addressing that. But that's also really huge.
It is, yeah. And especially for people that are really busy and on the go, you don't want to carry that stress, because the other thing I was going to mention is I think on the days when I'm really, really busy and I've got a lot of stress, I found that I was not sleeping good on those nights. And I think either the hormonal balance or just the less feeling stressed, I was finding that I was sleeping much better at night.
Oh, wow, that's great. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. And we do hear that. And that's so great that you're experiencing that.
Yeah.
Because, think about it, right? We need our rest. We all know, everybody tells us. But
Yeah.
for whatever reason, like you said, stressful days, high energy packed days, our age, whatever it might be, that's not always the case. So that's really cool.
Yeah. And, I think it's just when you've got the adrenaline, which is a stress hormone, kind of coursing through your body, it's hard to come down from that.
Right.
And then when you do, you crash.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I like the fact that I could have sustainable energy, and then I just was ready for bed, and then I didn't feel like I was just completely exhausted. I just was ready for bed.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, and I feel that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that you eloquently explained it, because I used to just hit a wall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's like
You're
the
just
Energizer
I'm
Bunny,
done.
right?
Yeah. My batteries are out. So I need to just.
Boom.
Yeah. I need to take my little siesta, or, I need to just chill out and go to bed now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, significantly noticeable for me, for sure.
Yeah, that's good. I know. And I have to ditto that. I do experience that. Now, what else have you noticed in the month of?
I would say maybe my gut might be a little bit more balanced.
Okay.
And again, I don't know. I kind of feel like a lot of times if I do eat, sometimes I feel a little bloated, and I really did not feel bloated on this product at all.
Yeah.
So I think like maybe some gut benefit, gut health was definitely a positive experience. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Because of the inflammation. Yeah. Well, you're so tiny and fit.
Well, thank you.
You are. You look amazing.
It's my job, but thank you for noticing.
No, you totally look amazing. I'm always like, I got to get Joe arms. And I used to take your classes like 20 years ago. Yeah. You've always been
I was
so
up
fit.
this morning. We have a strength training class. It's just a 45-minute class, but I think especially for women, as I've gotten older, just having the bone density and the firmness in my skin is super important to me. So, I get up every morning probably at 6-ish, and then I'm at my weight training class. And again, I'm going all day.
Right.
So, and teaching and, taking care of all the stuff that I need to take care of. Yeah. And I just found that, my days were a lot less stressed, and I was like a little bit more focused and just feeling better overall. Yeah.
That's amazing.
More energy. And
Yeah, because you definitely have a very high stress, but demanding
very demanding
schedule. Because to teach a class is not easy.
Well, and there's a lot of prep work
Right.
too that kind of goes into it before. And just, knowing your sequence and what you want to say when you want to say it, and just having that mental clarity, I think is super important. But, you could always tell when somebody is stressed because you can just feel the energy in the room.
That's a good point.
And I felt like a lot calmer for sure. Yeah.
That's so cool. And you're right. You can feel that. Yeah. That's it. I didn't think about that, but that's really great. So now others are benefiting.
Others, yeah. And,
think about
here's the thing about energy. It's like sometimes we're not really aware of it, but we are. You know what I mean? Like we don't kind of cognitively notice the energy, but then later, maybe after class, you're thinking to yourself, wow, that went really good.
Right.
Yes.
Good
Yeah.
point. Good point. Well, I noticed something when you came in.
Thank you
And
for
my
noticing.
daughter and I both,
Yes.
because my daughter's here.
Yes.
We're like, oh my gosh, your skin looks amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you have a glow about you.
Thank you.
Yeah, your skin looks great.
I do feel like my skin is. I mean, I saw my wrinkles and stuff,
Well, you and I both.
I feel like definitely I don't feel my age or look my age.
Yeah.
I feel really good. I, don't have any health issues.
Right.
And I do. I mean, I go all day.
Yes.
And then I think, probably just, what I eat, and I'm sure the Fiorina Beauty Balance and Beauty Boost probably helped me out quite a bit. But yeah, I do think my skin looks much better.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks amazing. There's a glow about it. And we're seeing
you.
this. So it's kind of interesting to, I think my daughter was the first one that said, gosh, your skin looks amazing. I'm like, your skin does look amazing.
Thank you.
Then I'm like, does my skin look amazing? Right?
I know. Well, here's the thing about when you see your face in the mirror all the time, and you're putting your makeup on, you're not cognizant of it because it's just like a day-to-day thing. But when
Right.
other people notice,
Yes.
you're right. It's like, wow.
Right.
Is it really like getting better? Yay.
I know. And I just can't wait for our third product, which is going to be the collagen and the glutathione and all the things that we're missing.
Yeah, we
Beauty
were talking
Replenish.
about that before. Yeah.
And so I'm thinking to myself, wow.
Yeah.
We're already seeing these great results and I can't wait to, I want it selfishly for myself. And so does my daughter.
Yeah.
She's like, can you hurry up with that one?
Well, because we understand what we need.
Right.
As we get a little bit older, we're like, I'm losing muscle mass, or I'm, feeling low energy, or my hormones are out of balance, or I'm stressed out all the time, or I'm not sleeping. And what product is out there that's going to kind of help you with all of those things? And there just really is not anything out there. I mean, I don't know if you were like this before, but, I've had multiple items on my bathroom counter, of everything that I'm trying to, like, for beauty, for energy, for stress, for whatever. And I like the fact that it was just one tiny little scoop
Right. Yeah.
in a little glass of water.
Right.
And you take your little beauty boost pill and you're like done.
Right.
You don't have to like go to 3 or 4 different canisters. And
Right.
it was just so much more convenient for me, especially in the morning, because I'm really busy in the morning.
Right.
And I just don't have time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. I love that. I love that. Yeah. Well, and two, have you found that you can eliminate some products that you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I haven't touched those other canisters in a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is great. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now you're saving money, saving
money
time.
and time. Yeah. And just feeling really good.
Yeah.
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 So now anything else that you've noticed? Because it's only been the 30 days and,
Just been 30 days.
yeah, studies show the longer you're on it, the better
Yeah,
it becomes, right? And of course, we're going to follow the journey because it's
Yeah.
exciting.
Well, for me, when you find something that really does work, because there's a lot of stuff out there that's just junk, and you just don't know what you're getting, and you don't know, if it's worth the money you're spending. because you're not seeing anything. But I can honestly say, I can see me doing this continually just because it's so quick and easy. And I've definitely noticed, like I said, the changes.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff that I was taking was super expensive. And I just didn't see what I'm seeing with Fiorina.
Oh, I love
Fiorina.
that.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Well, that was the intent and the heart behind it is, listen, we got to come out with, yes, we're going to put these 3 products in one bag, which is our beauty balance. And then, the pills to complement the balancing basically is really
the
what
hormone.
they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. The blood sugar, the hormones, and there's even other great benefits in that little bottle of pills.
Yeah.
But, we wanted to do the 3 products in one because we wanted people to feel it. We wanted to feel it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Selfishly, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And so, it's always, okay, we're going to, and we're not the formulators, we're not the experts. We're just the people that say, okay, this is what we need. And what I found in the decades of being a health coach, health advisor, is that we all pretty much were looking for that all-day energy, good mood, no crash, no cravings, balanced hormones and blood sugar. And, this, when we can balance those blood sugars, we're now in a fat-burning state instead of a fat-storing state.
Right.
They talk about the meno belly, right? But it's all interconnected.
It is.
So have you kind of noticed anything just along those lines? Because I know you're very fit and very thin, so you don't have those issues.
I would have to say I've kind of just, my body is just I've kind of been the same size for, my whole life. I mean, other than having 3 children and gaining quite a bit of weight there. But I think I've been blessed just genetically.
Yeah.
Just my parents are small people. I'm short and small.
Right.
And I just have, I guess, good genes. But what I do know is that as I've gotten older, I've lost elasticity in my skin. I have lost muscle mass. I'm not as firm as I would like to be. And I think that, doing the things like weight training, yoga, doing that kind of stuff is super important to me. But the issue is, if you wake up in the morning and you don't have the energy to do the weight training class, to give it your all, you're not going to see the results. And, again, because I took right away in the morning. I mean, that was one of the first things I did. And like I said, I get up at 6, but by the time at 7 o'clock or 7 a.m. in the morning, I'm at the studio doing my weight training class. I was ready to go, feeling, awake and ready.
Yes.
And I think a lot of times in the morning, because I was stressed and I didn't sleep good, I would wake up and kind of groggy.
Yes.
And by the time I got to my weight training class, just not feeling it. You know what I mean? Like feeling like I could give it everything.
Right.
Or it would take me a little while to kind of get myself, pumped up and ready to go. Yeah.
Yes. Which I think we can all relate to.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. If you have a busy day ahead, you don't want to wake up groggy and like low energy. You want to kind of wake up feeling good, ready to go, ready to take on the day, mentally, physically, emotionally, and having that little boost in the morning, instead of like, oh, I need some coffee. Oh, I need this or I need that, was definitely something, again, that I noticed. Yeah.
That's cool. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's huge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. Because if you don't get a good night's sleep, it's going to affect you the next day.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You're not even in a good mood.
Not in a good mood. And you're just like, dragging and yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's a great point. How many of us, want to wake up, pep in our step.
Yeah. Ready to go.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
And I think most women can relate to being busy like you and being able to just, put a little scoop in water. And you can even mix it the night before and put it in the fridge if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So you grab it and pop your 2 pills and you go. Yeah. So, Yeah, that's an added benefit that we really didn't seek to do or accomplish, or even think about. You know,
but it's when you kind of look at it, it's all related.
yes,
It's like your
Yes.
stress levels. Well, stress is a hormone. Well, your hormone
Yes.
levels are now out of balance.
That's right.
Or I mean, it just is like a combination of so many things. And if any of those one thing
that's right.
things are not in balance, it throws everything out of balance.
That's right.
And I can't tell you how many times I've woken up in the past, hit the alarm. Oh, I'm not going to go to my training class this morning. I'm too tired.
Right.
I'm too this. I'm too that.
Right.
And it's nice to wake up in the morning like ready to take on the day.
That's amazing. And you're feeling that so fast.
Yes. Yeah.
It's been like 30 days.
It's been 30 days, but I've been, really good about just every morning, just popping that little scoop in my water and getting ready to go and taking on the day. Yeah.
You don't forget it, do you?
I don't. Yeah.
I don't either. I run to the
Well,
refrigerator.
and I have it right there on my kitchen cabinet. And so I can, if I see it, I'm just like, yeah, here we go. And then it becomes more habit. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Where, you don't want to miss a day.
No.
Yeah.
And you feel it already.
I do.
Just 30 days, you feel it like, oh, I don't want to miss that.
I don't want to miss it. Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to miss it.
I mean, I don't want to be stressed today. I don't want to have to feel like I got to take a nap. I don't want to feel groggy in the morning. I want to, feel like myself.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Now, have you noticed, because I'm a swimmer, so I feel like I'm swimming faster and a little bit more fluid. And I don't know, I just feel like it's hard to explain. My swim is just amazing. Are you feeling that you're more on point?
I don't feel like fatigued as much, I would say. But I think that's the energy boost that you get.
Yeah. Yes.
I think that you are, but it's like a sustainable energy. It's not like drinking coffee where you just, boom,
Right.
and you're jittery and you're on, and then you have the crash,
Right.
after the caffeine, because it's just, you've got the adrenaline, that a rush, and that eventually is going to come down and you're going to crash.
Right.
Yeah.
But you don't feel it with this?
I don't. I don't.
I don't either.
Yeah.
No. I can't do caffeine.
I cannot either. It makes me super jittery.
Yeah.
I mean, I get nervous and I have anxiety. My heart, like a couple times I've had it by accident. My heart would start to race.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't know too many people like that. Yeah, me too.
My body's
I get
super
nauseous.
sensitive.
Do you get nauseous
yes.
too?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I haven't met really too many.
And my
really.
gut is in a knot.
Yes.
And I mean, it's like the worst feeling in the world. And
Worse.
The issue is in so many kind of energy powders, drinks. I mean, you name it, it's all caffeine.
I know.
And I am such a product, ingredient reader that if it even has a touch of caffeine, I don't even care if it's at the very bottom. I won't buy it.
Oh, I can't either.
Yeah.
No. I found out few weird ways years and years and years ago. In one of them, it was the strangest thing. It was, they had caffeine in a Dwala bar, I think it was.
Oh, yeah. A lot of bars have that now.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't say the brand, so we'll edit that out. I found it in a bar.
Yeah.
The caffeine in a bar. But I didn't know, and I started heart palpitations and sweating and nauseous. It was horrible.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do I feel this way? It took me a little while, but I wasn't a coffee drinker or anything because I knew I couldn't do caffeine. But that was just so strange to me.
Yeah.
Because, who would have thought?
Yeah.
It was like a health bar or whatever it was. And
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. Everybody drinks coffee. I mean,
I know.
coffee is the thing. I mean, you drive up in any Starbucks and there's a line out the door.
Right.
And now I'm a tea drinker, but I'm an herbal caffeine-free
Me too.
tea drinker. And I love tea. But it's like it's not a sustainable form of energy. And I think there are some people like us whose systems are very sensitive to caffeine. And it's not a good feeling to have that nervousness and that anxiety. It wigs me out.
Yeah, me too. The nauseous is
Yeah.
terrible. Yeah. And I don't know too many people that experience that same thing.
No,
So that's funny.
I think our systems are just really sensitive to it because I have like my kids drink coffee, my husband drinks coffee, no effect whatsoever. Yeah. And I'm just like, get that stuff. I don't even want to smell it.
I don't like the smell.
Yeah.
I don't like the smell either.
I'm like, get it away. I can't.
And they think
I
I'm
can
so
smell
weird.
the caffeine.
Yeah. I know. I don't really seriously don't know anybody else because I'm that way. I'm like,
Okay.
ew, I don't like the smell of that.
That's why we connect to each
Hello,
other.
girl.
We have the
Yes.
same kind of likes and
Yes.
dislikes, and we know our bodies, and we know what works in our bodies and what doesn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I don't even, if someone says meet me at Starbucks, well, whatever that,
Yeah.
meet me at
Or,
whatever
Yeah.
shop, I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I'll meet you at a hotel.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Juice bar.
Yeah, it's just whatever.
Yeah. In fact, I had a studio manager one time that wanted to carry a caffeinated drink in our studio. And I was like, no. I go, we're not doing any caffeine.
No.
And so we do carry a wonderful juice line, and it's very clean and healthy. And when I drink that, I think you're getting that pure nutrition from the fruit and vegetables.
Right.
And that's energy. It's like you don't need something that chemically alters your system.
Yeah.
And raises your stress levels. And I don't even buy into that. In fact, and that's one thing I was going to mention to you, that I do not allow anything in our retail space that is not something that I would use personally and promote and testament, hey, this stuff works.
Right.
And your product is right in there. Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you, and
Thank
we're
you.
honored, and thank you. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for selecting me because, I just adore you, and I've known you for so many years, and I'm so proud of you and creating this wonderful product, like much needed product too. Yeah. And I think especially, and we've talked about this so many times, as we get older, we're looking for things to kind of bring back our energy and our youthfulness and make us feel good about ourselves.
Yes.
And there just isn't anything out there.
Right.
There's nothing out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't found it, so it's nice to hear you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just appreciate you and love you and adore you. And
Thank you.
I mean, you just look amazing. So
do you.
one of these days I'm going to get to the class.
I know. Keep telling Patty. I was like,
Come,
you need to come take some yoga with me.
Or the strengthening one.
The strength training class is really good too. Yeah.
Well, now that I'm on Beauty Balance and Boost, maybe
Yeah. Right.
get the
you're gonna have the
motivation to
energy.
come out, to your beautiful studio.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I know
you so
Brianna and
much.
I are so honored to have our product in your studio, and we appreciate you.
Well, I don't support or, carry anything in my studio that I don't 100% believe in. And this, right away from the first week that I started it, I was noticing a significant difference.
That is awesome.
And I've never had that before. Usually it takes a little while for your system to really kind of adapt and kind of, where you start to see the results of the product.
Right.
But this was literally within the first couple of days.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love to hear that, because studies show that the longer you're on some of the ingredients that we have in like Chromax, it's 3 months, it's 6 months, but at the same time, the chemist and the formulator and all the whole team, they're amazing. I didn't do it. I just went to them and said, I want this, this, and this to feel. They just nailed it because we are all just feeling amazing. And it's not with caffeine.
Yeah.
That's what I love.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I can take it.
Yeah. And, if we have that sustainable energy and feeling really good, it's worth it. A cup of coffee is pennies, but, I'll spend, whatever it takes if I know a product is going to benefit me, with the vitamins and minerals and all the things that are inside of it and give me the energy that I'm looking for, the, stuff to manage stress, hormones, all of that stuff, sleep better.
Yeah.
So, it's invaluable.
I agree.
Yeah.
Right. No, I agree. And I've just enjoyed, you sharing and hearing, and it's always so great to see you, beautiful you.
Thank you.
And I'm just so
Well, I
excited.
would have dressed up a little bit
No,
better,
you're
but I
busy.
literally came from the
You
studio
look
this
darling.
afternoon. But thank
You always look darling. I like those pants
Thank
anyway.
you.
You always look great.
Well, I like literally my closet is just workout stuff. Like I have a tiny little section of like nice stuff, and the rest is workout stuff. So this is what I live in. But thank you so much for having me, and again selecting me for, trying out your wonderful product. I'm just very impressed and so proud of you.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot coming from you, because I know that number one, you know nutrition and you know good products, and you don't put anything other than good products that you can get behind in your studio. And so Brianna and I are so thankful for you having it in your studio at Urban Vibe in Lakeside Flow Mound.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can stop by and pick it up if you, want some place really close to grab it. And we got a beautiful little shelf for you.
Yes.
All your stuff is so cute.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just appreciate you. And we appreciate you too, because we know you're busy. And so I know this is a stretch for you to,
you know what?
out of your busy day.
Obviously I love and support you in whatever you do. But, this is a product that like I said, right away saw a lot of, wonderful benefits. And I think that, the more that we can support each other as women when we're, trying to put something out there that's going to benefit so many of us.
Right.
I think that's so important.
Right.
Because, you can work out all the time, or you could not work out all the time and then eat well and not eat well. But if you're completely out of balance in those two areas, then it's going to affect you on so many other levels in your relationships, in your business, and everything else. So I think it's all about finding the balance.
Yes.
And your product really does that.
Oh, well said.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Yes. Yeah. I appreciate that so much.
Oh.
Well, will you come back in another 30 days?
I will come back.
Okay. 'Cause
Maybe
I know
I'll be
you're busy.
glowing still.
Your skin looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah, because we really want to just follow some ladies.
journey?
Yes, because I think it's really fun. And of course, for me, it's just amazing. My daughter is here, and we're just so grateful hearing all the all the stories.
Yeah.
It's just, it's really been very, very moving and very much a blessing.
Yeah.
To us. So thank you.
Well, thank you.
For sharing and for coming back.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything I can do to support you in any way.
Thank you.
I love you.
Well, love you and appreciate you. And thank you so much. And look forward to next 30 days. Yes.
I'm ready.
Yes. Yeah. To see. So with that, we say from the bottom of our hearts, Brianna and I thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You're beautiful. And our tagline is Say Bella, which is beautiful in Italian. So we just thank you, Joe, owner of Urban Vibe.
Thank you.
So great. And then to all of you, thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned. You'll hear more from Joe in 30 days. And we just want to say to you, we love you, and say Bella to you as well. God bless and thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of the Fiorina Beauty Podcast. We hope you found inspiration and valuable insights to enhance your wellness journey. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with your friends and family. Your feedback means the world to us. Make sure to subscribe to the Fiorina Beauty Podcast on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. We release new content every week packed with tips, stories, and interviews to empower you on your path to beauty and well-being. Remember, your support helps us grow and reach more listeners like you who are passionate about living a balanced and radiant life. Together, let's continue this journey of beauty and empowerment. Stay tuned for next week's episode, and until then, say Bella. Thank you again for listening.